So first we're going to hear a bit of background of where COVID-19 came from my friends Dina and Laura from New York.
First, hi. So we're gonna talk about coronavirus. Coronavirus came from a place called Wuhan. It's in China, and where they sell all the alive animals, which is like octopods and snakes, all of that.
Yeah, and I think it's dangerous because it aims people who has bad immunity, and children, and people who's really old, and people who has bad immunity. You can get it would even touch someone or talk to someone or whatever. So with being close to someone.
I was asked to answer the question, what are my thoughts on the coronavirus? I think it's serious, and I think we need to be doing all that we can to social distance. As someone with an autoimmune disease, I completely understand that fear.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia, and thank you, Paul, for letting me be a part of this video. A pretty straightforward answer, I think, would just be, I don't like it. It's not good. People are either taking it way too seriously by thinking it's the absolute end of the world and stocking up on toilet paper and hand sanitizer that's gonna protect them.
I think that the coronavirus is a little scary.
My thoughts on the coronavirus, I think it's stressful.
Hi, my name is Madison Zaragoza. I currently attend Troy High School in Fullerton, California, and this is to discuss the coronavirus and everything that's surrounding it. Personally, I find it to be extremely terrifying, not only because it affects me, but especially because it affects the economy and the elderly. I just hope that everyone is able to get the help and support that they need during this time of crisis.
Coronavirus could have been avoided if people just ate normal things instead of eating bats and rodents.
There was this big joke about 2020 about historically every 100 years there was always some big catastrophic event that was happening, like the emergence of the bubonic plague, the Great Depression, and we all honestly thought it was the World War III joke, but no, it is the coronavirus. I think it gets undercredited for how dangerous it is. People were saying, oh, it's just the flu, or oh, it's just affecting, elderly people. No, it's not the flu. It's actually 10 times more dangerous than the flu, so you should actually beware of coronavirus. And also the whole thing about, it doesn't affect my age range, so why should I care? That's just a trend. That's just a trend that has been seen, but that doesn't mean that you are not as susceptible as maybe anybody else is. You still don't want that risk of it spreading.
Older people, they don't have the energy to race to a store, the things that they need, they don't have the strength for that. So people honestly now is just wow, how can you be so selfish and not think of elders? What if they need something and you took it? Just hope that there's a cure. It's crazy living through this moment.
Do I think the coronavirus pandemic is going to end soon? Not soon, but it's not going to be 20 years from now or something like that. It might take a little bit of time to rebuild the economy and stuff like that, but yeah, I think everything will be okay eventually. So
a learning experience.
Hi, my name's Autumn, and you can't do all the things that you love to do on a day-to-day basis. And being in quarantine sucks, and it's gonna make it so we don't have huge problems in the long term.
Do I think COVID-19, our current pandemic, would end soon? Sadly, I do not. It is spreading so fast and so many people are getting infected. Hard to say when it will be over. I don't think that it's likely that it will be over within the next month. We are probably going to have to finish our school year in our house, which is so sad to think about, but it's a very true thing to think about.
I don't really know when this thing will end. But I don't really care when it ends as long as I get to do TikTok.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. Do you think the coronavirus will end soon? I mean, I hope it does, because I do not like staying in quarantine. I just want to see my friends and kind of want to go back to school. I heard stuff where it was like the coronavirus will leave as fast as it came. Testing, that's like if you go the day of, you'll get the results the day of too.
Will the corona pandemic end soon? I don't think so. Keeping up with a lot of medical experts, and they say the disease curve, and basically with that quarantine goes whoosh, and it overwhelms the medical system. So if like the medical system's here, then, and this is like the number of cases, it goes like whoosh, and then if we do quarantine, it's like woo. So it's like the medical system is more prepared because not all states are fully quarantined.
My thoughts on distant learning. I like it. I think it's cool how I can wake up and have an assignment due like at the end of the day, so at like 3 o'clock. It's just more relaxing and I'm able to like be more productive at home. I can understand why people don't like it because the Chromebooks are slow. It's not necessarily the most reliable thing, but I like online learning.
I'm not really into the idea. It's not really the same without all of my friends there.
But other than that, online school sucks, and so is Corona, period.
Distance learning is pretty cool so far. It was really hard to find motivation to just wake up and not get distracted. It's pretty cool. It's like I'm FaceTiming my teachers, which, you know, like what kind of experience will you get that's like similar to this? I'm looking forward to the next month with it.
I don't like distance learning because I can't see my closest friends, but I also think it's good because it's a new and different experience for me.
I feel distant learning is the perfect way to go. Although there's some issues that we have to fix, such as Wi-Fi for some students, it's better to be able to fix it now, just in case we need to use distant learning again in the future. Distant learning gives us the time to be able to continue learning without needing to be in school. We can all be safe at home. Although some students do miss out on a high school experience, I still feel that distant learning is the perfect way to go.
Personally, I don't prefer distance learning whatsoever. I miss the social aspect of school, of course. And not only that, but the arts especially is floundering, in my opinion, to be blunt. Just because we obviously thrive off of each other's inputs. And because of this, we had to cancel a lot of our events, a lot of festivals, a lot of things that we were getting prepared for. And I just find it to be very sad, and I feel bad for the seniors, especially since this is their last year. But I just hope that everyone is staying safe, staying home, and washing their hands.